this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the New York Jets. The Bills' new kicker, Stephen Hauschka, to get us going as we are underway from New Era Field. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's Forte. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Shotgun here from McCown. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's McCown to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. For McCoy, in the last 7 years, 5 of them over 1,000 yards.
Underrated in how strong he is through the hole. But the best part of his game, open field, where he makes a whole lot of people miss.
In 2016, he was 7th in the league in rushing yardage. On second down, Taylor going deep for his tight end clutch. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And now running right through it. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
So after the INT, it's McCown now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made it. Concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jets making their way out. It's been a while since we've seen them in the postseason, back in 2010. But last year, Charles, 5-11, and some of the moves they made in the offseason suggest maybe this year could be a challenge as well.
I believe those moves you referred to were made to change the attitude, the atmosphere on the team, because they went into the draft, and they got a couple of key guys that they've been counting on. Jamal Adams, a safety out of LSU. Marcus May, a safety out of Florida. They got younger, but they got more athletic back there. The tough part for them, still not solidified at the quarterback position.
Second down, 8. From the gun, it's McCown. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down. Still in search of the first down after that last completion.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing is McCown on 3rd down. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Down. This is Forte. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. McCown to throw on 2nd down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Shaq Lawson able to drop him for a loss of 4.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Play action, McCown. And he's got a noon one. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go now. Leopard.
Forte gets the handoff. Here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
On second down, here's McCown. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Anunwa was the Jets' second leading receiver last year, had 58 catches, only one behind Brandon Marshall, who, of course, with the Giants now.
A breakout season for him, a big-bodied guy. Many thought that he's more restricted to moving the chains. Had an ability to get downfield and make big catches as well.
Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington, and the Redskins there out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Watch left. Here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Anunwa's got it, complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
McCown throwing on second. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Preston Brown coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, landed. Blue,
Working from the gun, McCown. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Now Hausch could attack on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10:20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup.
Now McCown to try again after the pick 6. Got a man. It's the rookie Ardarius Stewart. A good pickup there at 22.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From midfield, here's McCown. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Now McCown. He completes it to Stewart. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football. But you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Here we go now. Green.
McCown to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
McCown. A dump off to Forte. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
They could not be more opposite in build, but coming into 2017, Matt Forte pretty much neck and neck with Darren Sproles for most receptions by a running back.
Yeah, both guys just over 500 into the year. A running play now for Forte. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. Here's McCown. Complete to Stewart, right side. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. into the red zone now. It's McCown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from LSU, Tre'Davious White. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
After the interception, here's Taylor. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On second down, it's McCoy. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
So much for having too many defensive linemen. Remember the reaction when the Jets took Leonard Williams? They said they've got too many. Guy's a Pro Bowler in his second season.
Yeah, 7 sacks in that sophomore campaign last year. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. They'll go again to McCoy. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Colton Schmidt now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And it's fielded at the 34. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to, and for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Taylor. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense. First here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, it's McCoy. Sidesteps him at the 35, and he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Taylor with a give to McCoy. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Throw with Taylor. Flush to his right. And he's got some space here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Fresh set of downs here. Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now McCoy. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Let's go. Flex round.
They go play action here on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for Watkins that time, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
10th carry now for McCoy. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that run.
First carry here for Taiwan Jones.
Missed.
This will not go down. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. So it'll be first down here after the run. A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. And his throw here's incomplete. Charles Clay is tight in the intended target. And now it's second down.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Here's McCoy. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Off the play fake. Here's Taylor. Looking for Bolden, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from LSU, Jamal Adams. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Had a nice move, but couldn't free much space. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up second down. Shotgun here for McCown. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And now it's third down.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
Drops it underneath to Forte. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 18. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. From Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a third quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught left side. Bolden. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Final minute now of the third quarter.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. They find some open field here. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 53 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one. And
I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And the Jets set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
Green 39! Green 39!
The drive begins with a run by Forte. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Around the NFL, they've gone to the 3rd in Cleveland. The Browns, they've scored again, extending their lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go. 3-19.
From the gun, it's McCown. That's complete over the middle to Stewart. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Here we go. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go. Boom, landed. Over.
Here's McCown to throw. Sets up the screen to Forte. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Set. Green 39.
McCown to throw on second down. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On 1st and 10, here's McCown. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
Hurry up, here we go.
It's McCown again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. McCown looking to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the 2nd half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down.
Here we go.
Now Taylor. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 62 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On second down, here's McCown. And my goodness, another interception. Read it well, and it's picked. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The Bills on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. They have gone to the 4th quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. And the Browns, they've extended their lead in that ball game. A win would be their 2nd on the young season.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Working from the gun. McCown. And Anderson's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to carry the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that run.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Preston Brown leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Set. Green 39. Leopard. 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 All right, here we go.
McCown throwing on second. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera. And now here is another interception. And a loose football. And the Bills have recovered. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And, partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Bills, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.
Like the way it sounds, Frody? Yeah. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage. It's like I'm at the studio with Michael. You can hear me dancing on the beat. Bam, about to put a mansion on the beach. 100 Latins in your lobby. That's what happens when you're around with body. And I put that in my mommy. I will never give my heart to a I can just make a dance that goes with this song. Then I'ma be on. Basic, gon' dance to it. Basic, everywhere, gon' dance to it. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it. Let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, all in it. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that, shake that. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that. Shake. I got 2 shows, I'm about to pitch another. Throwing alley-oops to my brothers. We all shine, nobody victims. I'm on these sweatsuits, black Pippins. I swag different. That's why the money in the bag different. Come up short, you'll have your fam. I lay on beaches and swerving whips. You ain't serving, you just an urban myth. Every day, get ride around Queens on a jet ski, it's me. Every day, get to the day I die. Every day, get, man, I that, and I that, bouncing up and down, nearly broke. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it. Let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it.
Once you're ready, go ahead and select Advance Week to get to your next game.
People tryna say I'm only enemy. Got a code with my dogs, can't get in between. I can give them life, no more energy. Man, amen. Spent about 60 on the time, I can't even lie. No way in, no way out, do or die. So on roll, when I roll, must be.